Hello. So I am. Oh, just pause that. Okay. So yeah, it is Sunday, the 31st of December. I struggled again yesterday. I was totally fine all day long. My daughter hurt her leg slightly. She scraped it and it made it really hard for her to walk. She was quite a bit of pain, and we'd put a giant plaster on it at my mum's house, and there was just a lot of pain taking that off. I was going to make some spaghetti bolognese for tea. They didn't want spaghetti bolognese, so I said about doing them some beans, sweet corn and jacket potato. So we had 1 tin of beans, and I did that for them. I did that for my daughter. My son wanted some scrambled egg sandwich, so I did him that. They also wanted pancakes and apple, which I didn't eat any of the pancakes. I was doing pretty well. But I didn't even want to eat them, if you know what I mean. It wasn't even a thing. It wasn't even a problem. And then I had jacket potato, beans and sweet corn and peppers, pepper and some, what's that on the side? There's something else on the side. Baby sweet corn. So I had that, but it was quite a small portion because I had 1 jacket potato left over from the other day that had already been cooked, so I just reheat that. There wasn't a lot of beans left. And so to be honest, once I'd eaten it, I wasn't actually as full as I normally would be. And then I watched a film, and then I was starting to get hungry, but I couldn't bother to cook anymore. So that's when I ended up eating. I couldn't, I think with everything else, I just couldn't bother to battle the voice in my head that said, just eat stuff. So I just ate some, excuse me. There's not a lot in the house that's sort of terribly binge inducing, so I had some cheese and crackers. I didn't have a tremendous amount of cheese and crackers, just enough to make me feel full, and I had a couple of bowls of muesli. It's still over my sins, but I don't see it as something that was a compulsion like the other day. It was a bit where I just not, what I should have done is made myself the spaghetti bolognese anyway, and I could have had it with the jacket potato, and I could have also had another bowl of it later on in the evening, but I didn't, so I'm not going to worry about it. I started TMI, but I started my period today, so I feel like a little bit like I weighed myself this morning. I'm 10 stone 7.8, which is a little bit above, like obviously I weighed in at 10 stone 7.5 on at Slimming World last week, and I know that obviously I weigh myself with no clothes on at home, so I know there's going to be a bit of discrepancy there. But I'm also aware that I will have put on a mild amount of water weight from eating the foods that I've eaten, and also period starting and such. So I'm not really going to take too much attention to that. I like to weigh myself just to remind myself I haven't put 3 stone on. So I know that it's only like a little bit. But what I'd need to do today is to make a proper plan, because I am at home on my own. My daughter's leg is still sore. My partner will not be back until, sorry, it's still water in my ear from my shower. My partner will not be back until past lunchtime, so probably about 2, 3, 4ish. I do not have a lot of speed fruit in the house, which is my normal snack too. So I'm here. I have one. We made a lovely invention. Okay, so that's my. Okay, so yeah, that's my daughter. I've just given my daughter some cereals, and I was going to make my son some toast. So yeah, so today I need to make myself a thorough plan I need to plan out my breakfast, a snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. I think I'm going to have the opportunity to nip to the shops, hopefully to around 2, 3ish if my partner comes back in time before the shop shut. I think they shut about 4 today. It's Sunday and a New Year's Eve. So I do really need some fruit for this evening, because if we're up quite late, I need to be able to have things to snack on. So we're not going to, we're just going to blow up some balloons and we just be up with the kids. So I think there might be some people coming over, but I'll just need something to eat for later. So I'm going to have make myself some breakfast, just sit and have a little plan, and then I'll show you what I'm going to have for the day, just to help myself out, because I do not want another off-plan day. I'd like to have a day where on plan, even though I've got some tricky scenarios today. I will have loneliness. I'm here. I will have boredom.
Do you want to look at this?
I do. You want to bring it down?
It's an animal.
Okay, so we have 1 apple left, so I've shared it between 3 of us. We've got 1 Healthy Extra B with so I have Healthy Extra B because it's an 800-gram size loaf and it's 1 slice, and I've got 4.5 sins. That's it, I've got 1 apple, 4.5 sins for 15 grams of peanut butter.
So how many
I'm just writing it down at the same time.
apples have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 split apples.
Nearly. Have another go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yes, got 8 pieces of apple, haven't I, on my toast? And I've cut my toast into 4 pieces, into little quarters, so that it feels like I'm having more breakfast than I am. So I can sort of take my time over it, if you know what I mean.
I still know it was 8 because it's 4 and 4.
That's it. Yes, it is. 2 4s. Is that right? 2 times 4.
Yeah.
And we've got decaffeinated coffee with almond milk there. So I'm going to now.
I accidentally did some tomorrow almond milk.
Did you do some tomorrow? Did you do some tomorrow almond milk?
Yeah, I drank it.
Did you?
That was bad.
Did you?
actually.
Oh, you mean you drank some almond milk the other day?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I drank it today. And it was moldy.
Okay, so I've got planned for this Sunday the 31st of December. I'm going to sit and do this. I've got a little plan whereby I need to kind of make it until, I'm going to say, I think my partner said he's going to hopefully be back just after lunch. So I'm going to say 3 o'clock, just as a sort of an overestimate. Hopefully it'll be back about 1, 2ish, but I'll say 3 to plan myself up ahead. So I need to make sure I've got some sort of lunch, and I've got a butternut squash in there. And now I don't have a lot of speed fruit. I've got nothing left, but I do have some vegetables. So I've got butternut squash, I've got carrots, I've got onions, and I've got a sweet potato. Hello. And I've also got Brussels sprouts. Now, I do not want to make a soup, because a soup I will want to eat Brussels sprouts. I will want to eat bread with. So I need to think of something that I'm going to make, and I think it's going to be kind of roast veg. I think I'm going to do roast butternut squash, carrots, and all that kind of stuff. I won't roast. No, I don't want bumping. I don't want. Yeah, so I think I'll probably roast that lot, and then cook the Brussels sprouts to have with it. I don't have any baked beans, but I do have some chopped tomatoes that I can maybe make some form of sauce with, or just go with what I've got there. But anyway, I shall let you know. I'm going to do my plan properly and think about what we're going to eat, and then I'll let you know what I plan. I think it's going to, I've got a whole thing of almond milk, so I think it's going to involve a lot of decaffeinated coffee with almond milk. I don't know what I've written there. Decaffeinated, something like that, coffee. Have we got a lot? I'm just going to see how much. Could I just hop up, please, Benjamin? Could you just come off my lap? Thank you. Just going to hop up and have a quick look to see how much decaffeinated coffee I've got left. Excuse me, Benjamin, please, may I come through? Thank you. Okay, I've got that much left. So
I want to see.
Can you see that? What's that? A quarter of a
That is
jar.
a lot.
It's quite a lot, I think. It's difficult to say, isn't it, from the side when it can't get in there. I think that's a fair amount.
Just a few calories.
See? I think I'll probably have about 5 drinks out of that, so I think I'll be safe, but I think I might need to get some more a bit later. I'll put that on the list. So I've got a little list up here that I just use just to write things on. I think I'm going to write decaf coffee, because I can't remember how to spell caffeinated. So, yeah, I'll video again once I've got my plan sorted. I'm going to eat. Careful, don't stand on there because you'll fall off.
I had apples, but I just ate the apples. Now I've got 2 pieces of toast, but I had 4, and I forgot this. Vroom, 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 vroom.
Benjamin, what have you got on your toast?
I've got jam and peanut butter. Can you see the peanuts? That's the peanut butter.
Okay.
You don't have peanut and butter to make peanut butter. That's just the words.
Yeah, it's just peanuts, isn't it? Made into a type of buttery.
Yeah. So, you know the big piece? That's very roasted on the side.
It's toasted up on the side, isn't it?
Yeah.
You ready? You're going to say, see you in a bit next time I eat.
See you in a bit next time I eat.
Okay, so I've got a bit of a rough plan. But basically, I've already had my breakfast, and it's 10:50, so it's about 10 to 11. I've eaten that, so that's kind of good because it's quite a late breakfast. I'm going to have 2 hot drinks. I'm going to have one at 11:30 and one at 12 to try and really make sure there's plenty of breaks within that. My daughter needs me to go and read her a story, so I'm going to go and read her some bits of her book just now. But I also need to do some washing and such, so I'll probably put the washing load in after I've read her story, and just take it slow and steady. There's a lot to tidy up. Well, I've done quite a lot of tidying up, so there's not a tremendous amount to tidy up, but I want to obviously use Sunday as I would normally do, which is to clean the house really, get the kitchen back to normal, the living room back to normal, and the bathrooms cleaned and such. So, but I'm going to have to be careful because I don't think I'm going to be able to do it all. Not with kind of childcare as well, so I've got to be really careful with myself. I don't overstress myself. So that's what I'm going to make sure I build in 2 break times, so I've at least got a hot drink on the go at all times. I've decided for lunch I'm going to do the roast veg, so butternut squash, carrots, onions, sweet potato, all on a big tray, and just roast it all up. And then I should cook some Brussels sprouts as well. I'm going to start at 12 o'clock to chop things up and cook things. And then I'll be able to eat lunch about 1 o'clock. And I think my children will like, my daughter likes Brussels sprouts. And my son likes he likes roast carrots and, all these sorts of things. So I think we'll be okay. We'll just kind of have a bit of food there. I feel like I should put something with it, like some beans or something. I don't have any beans, and I think it's going to be fine, just those few bits. It'd be nice and speed and free foods and hearty foods. In fact, most of it's going to be speed food, so I think that will be pretty good. So I'm going to have that, and so therefore if we start eating about 1, we should carry on being okay till about 2, 3ish. Theoretically then my partner will be back before then, so I can go shopping for fruit and beans and such, baked beans, because they're really useful to have in the house. And that will mean also that give me some time out, which will mean that will kind of split up the day. I don't know what to make for the evening meal, because there's a chance that it's not just going to be us by ourselves, and there's a chance that I don't know if my partner's going to be hungry or not. But I'm vaguely thinking about, when I go shopping here, to go and grab some sausages. I'll write that down, otherwise I'll forget. Some vegetarian sausages, because they're quite low sin. It's only 1 sin per sausage, and I would have only had 4.5 sins there, so I've got some space there. And I was also thinking for my extra healthy extra B to get some wholemeal rolls. I've not had wholemeal rolls since I started Slimming World, but I know you can have 60 grams of a wholemeal roll, so if I just get some wholemeal rolls, then I can then cut them down to 60 grams for me, and then the kiddies could have some like hot dog sausage, like, you know, have these vegetarian sausages, and then my husband, no, he's not my husband, not married, my partner could have like his sausages and put them in a thing. Then I could make some Slimming World chips to go with it, just as a simple evening meal. So if it doesn't all go to plan, we've got something there. I think I've got some lettuce, so I could make, I've got lettuce and such and carrots, so I could have I think that's how you spell it, I can't remember. It's not spelling day today, it's fine. So I could make a bit of salad to go with it and get some beans, so that could be a possibility. Other than that, it would be a spaghetti bolognese that I could produce. But I think sausages are going to be quite useful this evening, just to warm up and have as a snack. That's quite, I've got 4.5 sins, so let's say I've used up 5. So I'd have sort of 5 to play around with if I wanted to go up to 10, but I could have a sort of 5. So that would be plenty enough to have. I mean, I don't think we have 5 sausages, so that would be plenty enough to play around with that. And then it could be another healthy extra B here for a wholemeal roll. And then the A would just carry on with being the almond milk. I'm here. No, not yet. I'm nearly there. I'm just going to finish my drink, then I'm going to go and get her a story.
Mom,
Yep, I'm here.
do you like my Superman?
I do like your Superman. So, okay, so that's my plan. See you in a bit.
Nothing's holding.
Right, so got a backup plan. If we don't get to go to the shops, i.e. my partner ends up being past 4 o'clock when he returns, then we can have spaghetti bolognese, and we'll just do loads and loads of it, like a giant container of it. I've got lots of ingredients for spaghetti bolognese. Got corn mince, I've got loads of frozen veg, so then I can just eat that throughout the evening. Got a fair amount of spaghetti as well, so I think we'll be safe there. I've got some cheese for the kiddies for their spaghetti bolognese if they need that. And I'm gonna now just have a decaffeinated coffee with almond milk and go and read my daughter her story. I'm just going to have lots and lots of these today, I think. Hiya, so it is around 1 o'clock. Let's check time. Yes, it's just 3 minutes past 1. The food is in, so I have just done a I've got some oven gloves down here, some in there. I've got to bring it out to the moment because it's been in for a little while, been in for about 20 minutes. I'm going to bring it out, just have a little shuffle. I'll just show you. It's going to take quite a while, probably take about 40 minutes in total. I can't remember how this works, so I have to tip it over and it's so big. So I've got on here onions, butternut squash, carrots and sweet potato. On top I've put paprika, oregano, salt, pepper and garlic granules and fry light. So I've also got, just prepping some Brussels sprouts, which my daughter has done most of. She's had enough now though, but she has done very well. So I'm just going to prep them, and I'm going to have You can have that roast veg. Put that back in. Just check to see how far it's getting on. It's not too bad. It's starting to soften. But I'm going to need another 30 minutes or so on that. Just give it a little shuffle around. And then I made, oh yes, I was going to have some sweet corn. I've got some frozen sweet corn, so I thought that some frozen sweet corn might be quite nice on the side. And I'll see if I've got any other frozen veg, just a bit of soft veg to go on the side. I'll just cook that up on the side bit. So yeah, I still got my tickly cough. It's very frustrating, but so I'm basically now choosing to have some water. So I've had a pint of water. Benjamin's getting frustrated with his Lego. Pint of water. I'm going to have another glass of water after this. You alright, buddy? Had enough of that? Want some help? Yeah, then come here. You manage? No.
Please, break.
Do you want me to help you? Yeah, Ben, come here, Betty, I'll help you. Yeah, which bit do you want attached to what? Okay, let's do that bit first. Okay, so the other thing... It's frustrating, isn't it? Is that what you want to attach to? Yeah?
No, but the one was round.
The other way around like that?
Yeah.
Okay. It's very sensitive, isn't it?
I was doing it so hard.
I was.
I was trying to...
What do you want me to attach to the bottom now? So the other thing, I had some size 12 trousers on, which were my first size pair of trousers I had. That my mum very kindly... Where does this go?
No,
Here?
No. Here.
Here? Here? This, like here?
Yeah.
Okay, be careful with it because it's not very stable. That's all attached. I had some size 12 trousers on, and they fit pretty well yesterday. They were just because the 14s I had and that my mum had got me, they were just a bit of material around the back that I could picture together, and I just thought they're just, you know, I could get into a 12 easily. So I've got some 12 trousers on, but today I wore them again today to start the day, and they were fine. But then I've suddenly started getting really bloated, so my tummy's got really big. So I'll put my 14s back on now. So I'm starting to feel quite big in the tummy area. And my mum keeps saying about how I don't really need to lose very much more weight, but I think the bit I really want to lose now is around my tummy, because I know that my tummy is not, because they say about the size of a healthy, like, waist size. I think that's falling apart again.
I'm trying to attach it onto there.
Do you want me to help you with that?
I'm trying to attach it onto here, but then it just breaks again.
Do you want me to help you? They say a waist size of kind of, I think it's, I don't know exactly how much it is. It's like 31 or something like that. So
that what you're supposed to fit in it.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a bit of me, and I think I'm still around a 36 around my belly, because my belly, and I just know that my belly is,
that bit connects onto it.
my belly still is quite protruding, so I'm aware that I've probably got visceral fat in there. So I think I'd like to go down a size, not a size, go down another half stone.
The little hole.
To see how, you know, see how that gets on.
The one hole.
Oh, I see. He goes here, yeah.
So that is the first model I made.
I love it. And then how does this attach to here?
Let me show.
That goes there, on there. And then how does this attach to here?
Normally normally it goes like that.
Oh, there's not quite enough space, is there?
I think it goes like
Ah,
that.
okay, there's not quite enough space under there either, is there? But it could go this way round.
All the way around.
And then under there. Got enough space under there, just about. Can you squeeze past? That there. Cool, that is a very complicated Lego machine.
The back is very full.
So, yeah, I think to kind of, so obviously I'm in a 12 now, so I can fit into a pet size 12 pair of trousers. So that's good. But I think I want to be just down a tiny touch so that I've got that sort of, it's obviously my belly now is still producing me a bit of difficulty. I know I've got some loose skin.
I can only eat food with telly.
You can you can only eat food with telly, fair enough. Benjamin has a thing whereby I'm just trying to wean him off of the television. So on a Sunday we don't have any television until very much later in the day, so he's like he's got popcorn in his hands because we had a popcorn snack earlier. Well, I didn't. Children had a popcorn, but he said he wanted to save his to eat in front of television. But I said to have some television later, so he's on that cycle, aren't you, little buddy?
I can only have television tomorrow, but I don't want television tomorrow.
This evening. Right. So, yeah. So that's where I'm at the moment. I'm not doing too bad. I'm just trying to drink as much water as I can. Let's see if that helps me feeling so bloated.
I'm hungry and I can only eat this with telly. I'm hungry and I only can eat with telly.
Dinner will be ready in a short while. Should we do some carrot sticks?
I can only eat things with telly.
Do you want to keep this later and have it later?
No, because I can only have things with telly.
Or we can have telly
and I want
later.
to eat it, but I can't.
Fair enough.
Because I can only eat food with telly. I can never eat this if you don't give me telly.
Did you have telly this morning with your breakfast?
No.
How did you survive, Ben?
I only eat. I had telly when I eat my breakfast tomorrow.
Did you have it today? What did we do instead? What did we do?
I can only watch telly no times and then another time and then again.
Right.
So I can only I don't want to watch telly for all the days.
Yeah. I'm going to pause this, shall I? So then we'll have a little bit more. Otherwise, they're just listening to us chatting about telly. So I'll do this. Okay, then I'll see you next time I eat. I'll see when we've plated up the food.
Yeah.
Would you like to show them what you're gonna when you've got your plate of food? Would you like to show them what you've got on your plate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Grumpy old Grumps. See you in a bit. So I've got Brussels sprouts, sweet corn, butternut squash, sweet potato, onion and carrots all roasted up. Do you like to say what you're having, or you had enough of that now? Benjamin, would you like to say what you're having?
I've got sweet corn. What's this called?
Cucumber.
Cucumber.
What's You've got butternut squash, carrots. You
Don't
might
want
want it. No, it's fine. I just like to put some on your plate just in case it's
Carrots,
in your mouth.
maybe sweet corn, and crackers.
What have you got, me and Jam?
I have got some of that.
That's called red pepper.
I've got some of that, but I don't like eating it. And I've got some cheese. I've got some crackers.
Yeah.
Because there's two words for crackers, like a cracker that you can eat straight away, and a cracker that you pull and then there maybe be some stuff you can eat. And then I've got some carrots.
Yeah.
They've got little pieces of sweet corn, which is so tiny. And I've got some cucumber and some
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
All right. See you in a
And
bit.
they
They're rolling, aren't they? Should we eat?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Where's my cheese?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, had my meal, very filling, very nice. I've now got some leftovers that I've put all the way in. Put on here. I've got Brussels.
Ben needs cheese.
Ben, he doesn't
Ben
eat cheese.
needs cheese.
So I'm going to keep this in the fridge, just in case for emergencies for later. So, to protect myself next, I'm now going to have a hot drink digest. I'm not overly full, I'm pleasantly full, and that gives me opportunity to have some food a bit later if I need to. It's all put in a container, ready to eat. After my hot drink, I'm going to have some, do some tidy up time. We've put a load of washing on, so, and I've done one load of washing. So, still excitable. So yeah, we have a hot drink, caffeine with almond milk, and carry on as I did earlier, where I'm just keeping myself topped up with that. But I'm also going to drink water as well, just to help out my throat and my bloatedness. Yes, and tidy up time is next, I think. So it's now just come up to 5 o'clock. I'm going to have the rest of this leftover dinner. We've put watching a film, Son of Bigfoot, and we've blown up all our balloons. And yeah, I'm just going to have a quick break now. Eat some food. Yeah, so that's where I am at the moment. This has got all the stuff from dinner: Brussels sprouts, sweet corn, butternut squash, sweet potato and carrots in there, and some onion. So I'm going to eat that now. I've had a decaffeinated coffee as well while we were blowing up the balloons. Yeah, so my partner came back about 5:30. I was a bit worried because the shops had shut, but I looked online and the garage was still open, so I nipped to the garage and got some apples, oranges, bananas, some chocolate coins for the kiddies, and some sort of cheese like cheddars for the kiddies, but like sort of big cheddars in a pack, so like biscuits. I also got a lavender and geranium candle. I never buy candles, but I just thought maybe that might be it was a reduced item because it's past Christmas, so it was £1.75, so I thought maybe that might be nice. So basically I'm now upstairs. I'm sitting and drinking a hot drink. I'm going to just have a bit of a chill out time, and I'm going to eat an apple. A Royal Gala, because that's all they got at the garage. And I've lit my candle. And my partner and his friend are downstairs with the kids. And they're watching a film and eating their pizza, so I just thought I would just take myself away. It's a meat pizza, so it's not like I'm going to eat any of the pizza. But I just thought I would take it myself away to take opportunity just to have some chill out time, because obviously it's been a long day and a long evening the previous evening, so I don't need to be downstairs right now, so I'm going to take some chill out time. But I haven't eaten any extra sins or anything, so I'm still on 1 healthy extra B, 1 healthy extra A with my almond milk, and 4.5 sins with my peanut butter this morning. See you in a bit. Alright, okay, so I've got a healthy extra B here of just 1 healthy extra B. I've got 1 walnut, 3 pecans, 3 cashew nuts, 2 almonds, 2 hazelnuts, 2 pistachios, banana, and I've got decaffeinated coffee with almond milk. Hiya, so I found some, after the nuts I think I had was a piece of fruit was apple, and then I had I was starting to get quite hungry, so I was going to make myself bolognese, but as I went into the freezer to find the vegetables for it, I found a container with a frozen spaghetti bolognese in, so I had that. It was very handy, and just moved into my daughter's room rather than standing up. We're just about to read some stories, so I'll just got to finish this so that we can sit and read some stories. So, okay, so I had my spaghetti bolognese, and then after that I had some cut up orange, and then it was about 11 o'clock at that point, so I had a caffeinated coffee to help.
It's New Year's night.
I will, to help us stay up till 12, because it was New Year's Eve, and we had and both kids stayed up right till the very end, and Benjamin was asleep. We took him upstairs. We're upstairs now. It must only be about 12:30. Is it now? Yeah, 12:30. And so everyone's ready for bed. Just gonna go read guys some stories, and then we're there. So Happy New Year to everybody, and that's left me today on 2 healthy extra B's, 1 healthy extra A, 4.5 sins. I think, yeah, I don't think I've had any other ones. So the plan helped me. Making a plan helped me going through the day, and I decided a caffeinated coffee at the other end of the day was probably a good choice instead of bolstering with anything else. Yeah, Happy New Year, and here's to another year with the Slim Well plan, helping us all get to where we need to get to and stay at where we want to be. Okay, gonna read this little girl some stories. Well, big girl really, aren't you?
I'm 95.
95. See you soon, bye.